In tonight's Profile in Greed on day 41 of the Occupy Wall Street protests, a look at Rajat Gupta. Gupta was a longtime managing director and then managing partner of the global consulting firm McKinsey. He was in charge during the spectacular collapse of McKinsey's most corrupt client, Enron. Gupta was paid between $5 and $10 million a year at McKinsey. Gupta also made $3 million a year sitting on the boards of several other companies, including Goldman Sachs. According to CNN Money Profile, Gupta's net worth is estimated at $100 million. But $100 million apparently wasn't enough for Gupta, according to an SEC complaint. In June of 2008, Gupta phoned a friend, a billionaire hedge fund founder, and allegedly gave him an early tip about the Goldman Sachs earnings report, which had not yet been made public. The billionaire hedge fund operator made about $8 million on that alleged tip. In September of 2008, according to the SEC complaint, Gupta gave his billionaire hedge fund friend another tip. The billionaire made $840,000 on that alleged tip. Now, I know that sounds like a lot of money, $840,000, but $840,000 was actually 1/20th of 1% of the billionaire's wealth, 0.05% of the billionaire's wealth. To bring that down to a real-world scale, if you had, say, $10,000 in wealth, in savings, in the bank, what federal crime would you be willing to commit for $5? How much jail time, federal pen time, would you be willing to risk for $5? That's what the billionaire did to make his $840,000 that day. Around that same time, Gupta was preparing to leave Goldman Sachs for a private equity firm. The billionaire friend was caught on a federal wiretap explaining Gupta's desire to leave Goldman. I think he wants to, be in that circle. That's a billionaire's circle, right? Goldman is like the hundreds of millionaires circle, right? And I think he sees an opportunity to make $100 million over the next 5 years or 10 years without doing a lot of work. Gupta never made it to the billionaire's circle, but he did surrender to FBI agents yesterday. He has pleaded not guilty to insider trading. His billionaire hedge fund friend is already in prison. Rajaratnam was convicted of insider trading in May. He was sentenced to two weeks ago to 11 years in prison, the longest prison sentence ever given in an insider trading case. And he now is facing new charges of insider trading that was to him worth $5.